This is Oscar Bevis for IFL TV. Quite a decent setting for today's interview. Izzy, obviously you're a blade, so just been able to stand it. I know you were sitting in a seat there, and was it your seat? It used to be your seat, or sitting there and talking to your team, but this must be wicked for you.
Yeah, this is buzzing. I've been coming here about 25, 26 years on and off. Nice feeling. This is home. Only live half a mile away from here. Been coming here as a child, and now to away in here, and even to envision one day, hopefully, we can do a show in here. I was here for the Kelbrook fight, an unreal atmosphere, and yeah, it's quite nice, and it just gives a bit of a, when you've got a club that's been yours all your life and you're part of a football club, it does give you that kind of feeling, goosebump feeling when you walk in here. And it has here, yeah, beautiful downtown Bramall Lane.
And Chelsea will be coming here to get 3 points later on this season.
You cheeky fucker.
Let's talk the show. 2 title fights. We want to talk about them. Reece Mould, I wasn't at his last fight, but the one before that with Hamed Gaz just left everyone speechless. Will be a fight of the year contender. Was an absolute cracker. And again, I think people are looking at this fight with Martin and thinking, yeah, we got another treat on our hands here.
Yeah, he's got a real split in the boxing world. You know, they're really confident. Lee and his team are confident. If you talk to the boxing people who know boxing, they reckon it could go either way. Some say Martin McDonough, some saying Reece Mould, and that's what you want. I want to be putting title fights on where people are thinking, which way is this going to go? Is Reece going to have enough? Is Martin McDonough going to cause the upset? Credit to him, he's come to Lions Den, he's come to Reece's backyard. Credit to Reece because he's a voluntary defence. He could have easily said no. And you see that a lot in boxing, but I think the sport's got to change a little bit, and that's what I'm hoping GBM Sports and our kind of outfit brings to the game.
Yeah. And obviously there's big reward for the winner. Obviously the belt, top 15 rankings. I know things can kind of move about all the time, but the winner of this fight will be looking at 12 months, 18 months, not just a big fight, but like a really, really big fight.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think Reece Mould is ranked number 12 at WBA, if I'm not wrong, yeah. You know, so he wins this, and he could be in top 10. And same with Martin McDonough, from being a area champion, he's got a great opportunity to be top 12 in the world, you know. And then you're just a couple of fights away from the real big fights, and that's how much is at stake. But that's why there's so much online, and that's why they both won it, and there's tense. And the good thing about this kind of fight, they're both in the peak. There's not one like kind of fading away. They're both hungry. They're both young. They've got a great coaching team. They've got great records, and they're bringing it. And that's what we want, and that's what excites me.
Obviously, Martin's coming in to Reece's backyard to try and win the title. Emma Dolan's bringing her title to Nicola's Patch. Tell us about this fight.
Listen, just as fiery, isn't it? You know, these ladies are both going to help bring drama and bring the smoke. Emma Dolan, again, took an undefeated fighter on. She could have gone down an easy route and defending against, somebody from the Commonwealth. It could have been anybody. She's took a local fighter, undefeated, and a fighter that people think is going to go all the way as well. So it's a great fight. Credit to them, because I think people have got sick and tired of not having them kind of fights. And even fighters and coaches and managers, we all want that for the sport, because really, if you're involved in boxing, you've got a certain level of passion towards it. And we want them fights. And I believe things are going to take a bit of a change in that turn now, and these kind of fights are going to happen regular. Undefeated people are going to fight undefeated fighters. Local fighters are going to fight each other. And listen, let's get up there and bring the numbers to the shows like they should, like to boxing like it should be.
Yeah. So I know at GBM you try and break barriers and kind of set records and try new things, and then you're the first people to open the new Sheffield Sharks Arena as well. Just kind of having that something that no one can ever cross off. It can never be rewritten. It's going to be GBM as the first sporting event there. Mate, you must be over the moon.
Yeah, we're somewhat up with us, isn't it? We always like breaking records, don't we? Something about GBM Sports, we want to be the first.
When you said about envisaging a ring on this pitch, the thing is, for what you've done so far, I feel like I have to believe you.
Listen, if we have the 18 months I've been a promoter, and we as a team, I don't like using I, because listen, I believe we will have one of the best boxing teams in the next 18 months without a doubt as a team. Now, obviously, that don't mean I'm going to be the best promotion outfit, because the team don't bring you everything. There's a lot of other aspects of boxing promotion. But if we carry on, if we have another 18 months like we've had the last 18 months, we won't be far off putting serious world title fights on. To be honest, I'll take that back, Oscar. That would underestimate ourselves. If we don't, just going to be honest with you, if we don't have a world title in the next 18 months, 12 to 18 months, I'll be disappointed. I feel like we've not progressed enough, because listen, we go full on at the game. We dedicate. We work as hard as I work as hard as any promoter out there, day and night. Obviously, at this level, the finances aren't there. We risk it all, risk our own finance. We go extra mile, and this is why I get a lot of phone calls. Oh, how come GBM Sports gets a lot of hype? The reason we get the hype and we get the people talking about us, we do things different. We've got bottle about us, we've got balls about us, we've got audacity about us, where we take chances. Even going to this arena as they only open today, and we're doing an event tomorrow. There's so many things that could actually fuck up and cock up, but we're actually thinking, listen, we're going to take the chance, do something different, be the first, and yeah. It's sometimes not the right way, but listen, we want to push up on that level of promotion outfits, and to do that, we're going to have to do daring things, do risky things, do things that other outfits aren't doing, and this is why we're creating that hype, and this is why we've got an event packed out, 2,000 people. This is why we're getting media phoning us constantly, wanting there. And, it's a testament to our team.
Yeah. Mate, I can't wait. It's going to be a serious noise in there. I mean, if we get the fight, we think Reese and Martin will give us. It'll be brilliant. You're talking about promoters. I kind of want to talk about the promotional roundabout at the moment. Promoters are going back and forth consistently. I think Eddie and Frank have been going at it for decades now, nearly. I know Ben's kind of taken a bit of a backseat and not done too much media. They'll always be firing at each other, promoters. You're always going to have friends, you're always going to have enemies. You don't want to make enemies specifically, but I guess they kind of come in boxing. Do you kind of pay much attention to the promotional back and forth that these guys give and take?
With this boxing game, you can't get too emotionally and personally involved in it. Yeah, physically we're there, mentally we're there, but emotions, because they'll absolutely destroy you, because it's a tough business, and there's people maybe not stick to their word and do stuff, and it's a cutthroat business. So when it comes to promoters and back and forth, to me, I rather work with people, I rather work with promoters. I might not particularly like him, or not my kind of person, but listen, if a deal's to be done and the fighters benefit, they make it happen. Whether it's your top promoters in the world or it's your small or level promoters, we'll work with anybody. And this back and forth, I don't really look into it too much. Listen, it's all a bit of fun and games, but it's not really my style. I'd rather just get on with it. And I genuinely believe in our product. I genuinely believe we're good at what we do. We deliver. We're different to most people in the country, and so I don't really worry about anybody else. I worry about us, and that's my kind of motive and ethic at GBM Sports.
Yeah. Do you look at the direction that other promotional companies are going in, and be it even take hints or kind of try and assess where they'll be and where you can kind of catch up, or do you kind of see it as perhaps a little promotional race in parts? Yeah. I guess you are all competitors at the end of it. You can work together, but you are competitors.
Yeah, of course, to a certain degree, there's competitive. We're in the same business, but I think we're stronger together, and it's stronger for the sport. It's all right, me trying to compete with another promoter, but then none of his champions are going to fight my champions, and therefore we're not going to make good fights. So this is the issue we have with promotion outfits, and then obviously when TV gets involved and people don't want to go on cross channels, we want a betterment of this sport. I love this game. I've been in this for 21 years, so I want to see proper fights. And as soon as you bridge that kind of distance or rivalry between two promotion outfits, then fights will never get made. And I think how nice would it be if we actually, your top promoters work with each other, and maybe you had a champion and I had somebody wanting to win it, I go on your show and you go on ours, and it can be back and forth, and it can work. But obviously when TV gets involved, there's a lot of finance involved, things overcome. But hopefully when we get to that stage, when we get a TV deal, I can just say, listen, I'll shake hands and work with any promoter in the country or in the world.
Yeah. You said when we get a TV deal. Obviously, you've got TalkSport streaming on their platform, and we spoke about that the other day. So when we get a TV deal, it's something that is going to come. You're confident that?
I'm big on manifestation, don't you? Believe and put your trust in the Lord, and anything can happen. And I genuinely believe we'll get one. I've envisioned it. Listen, everything that's happened for 18 months, I 100% manifested, knew this would come. I knew we'd get to this stage, and this is why when we put so much energy into it, some people might have thought, you're fucking mad putting so much money into a small old show, but we knew that we weren't going to stay there. We knew we were going to progress and push it on. And listen, I believe, I've got faith, I'm spiritually in a good place. I'm real with myself. I understand where it is. I understand how hard this game is. And I believe I bring something different to any promoter in the country. And whether that's because I've been a pro fight, whether because of the business experience I have, whether because of the passion I've got for the game, whatever it is, I feel like I bring something different. I believe our team will be one of the best promotional outfits in the country in not long future. And listen, it might not happen, and I might have just been all a dream, Oscar, but I'll have a good fucking try at it.